In this video lecture, let me discuss about the types of corrosion. The types of corrosion includes galvanic corrosion, differential aeration corrosion, stress corrosion, and differential aeration corrosion can further be classified as pitting corrosion, waterline corrosion, pipeline corrosion, crevice corrosion, and corrosion on wire fence. Galvanic corrosion: when two dissimilar metals come in contact with each other and exposed to an electrolyte, one metal will be less active and the other metal will be more active. For instance, you consider copper and iron. Iron is more active metal and copper is less active metal. And when this combination is exposed to an electrolyte, more active metal will act as anode and undergo corrosion. Less active metal will act as cathode. Differential aeration corrosion. For example, you consider a beaker which contains sodium chloride solution and zinc is immersed in it. The portion where zinc inside the sodium chloride solution is less aerated and the portion which is outside the solution is more aerated. Here, less aerated portion will act as anode and undergo oxidation. More aerated portion will act as cathode. So, zinc undergoes oxidation. Zinc forms Zn2 plus and release the electron, and that electron is utilized by the water and oxygen in the water line, and hydroxide ion is produced. Types of differential aeration corrosion. Pitting corrosion: consider a pipeline and a water droplet is over the pipe. The portion where the iron pipe is covered by the water droplet is less aerated and that portion will act as anode and the rest of the other portion will act as cathode. So this portion undergoes oxidation and release the electrons to the cathode, and since at one point oxidation occurs, there will be a formation of pit and hence it is called as pitting corrosion. Waterline corrosion: consider a beaker with electrolyte and a metal ion is placed inside the solution. Portion inside the water is less aerated, it will act as anode and undergo oxidation. Portion outside the solution will act as cathode, and ion undergoes oxidation and forms Fe2 plus and release the electron. That electron is utilized in the water line by the water molecule and oxygen, and hydroxide ion is produced. Since at the water line the corrosion occurs, it is called as water line corrosion. Pipeline corrosion: consider the iron pipe passing through two different earth materials, clay and sand. Clay is less aerated, sand is more aerated, and the portion of iron in the sand will act as cathode and the portion of iron in the clay will act as anode and suffer oxidation, corrosion. Crevice corrosion: consider two metals, they are connected together by rivets. So there will be a small crevice, a small portion. That portion is less aerated, which will act as anode, and the rest of the other portion will act as cathode. And in the crevice, the corrosion occurs, and hence the name is given as crevice corrosion. Corrosion on wire fence: you can consider a wire fence, and the portion where both the wires meet is less aerated. it will act as anode. The rest of the other portion will act as cathode, and corrosion occurs at the less aerated portion. Since in wire fence corrosion occurs, the name is given as corrosion on wire fence. Stress corrosion. Consider a metal and it is subjected to some pressure, stress. So this pressure or stress, it will lead to the fine cracks. So if fine cracks is there, so that portion is exposed to the environment, which will lead to the corrosion. So because of stress, the corrosion occurs, and hence the name is given as stress corrosion. Thank you for watching this video lecture.